Armor trims are one of the best features to come out of the 1.20 update. And today, I'm bringing you 12 armor trim combinations that I think pretty accurately resemble some of my favorite superheroes in pop culture. I hope you enjoy. First things first, for the best experience with this armor, you're going to want to install a resource pack. Just head on over to the Vanilla Tweaks website, go to Resource Packs, add plain leather armor, and download and install it into your resource pack folder. Note that while this step isn't required, it will improve the appearance of your armor drastically. Now, let's get into the video. Okay, so we are in the Hall of Superhero Armors now. And our first one is up on the right here, and it's Wolverine. Now, this one is probably one of my favorites, so we're starting off strong here. First up, we have 2 gold sets of armor here. And if you don't want to use gold, you can also use leather, but you know you're going to sacrifice some protection and durability. Now, for this armor on the left, for the head, it uses the Vex armor trim with a netherite ingot as the material. The chest plate uses the Silence armor trim with netherite ingot. Golden leggings uses the Rib armor trim with another netherite ingot. And finally, nether boots with a Ward armor trim and a netherite ingot. And it gets you this pretty cool black version of the costume. I really do like this one. Personally, I prefer the blue. You know, I just think it looks better, and I'll wear it to show you what it looks like. Look at that. Oh, that looks so cool. Oh, man. And you can do this in vanilla Minecraft, almost. I mean, of course, you do need that resource pack I discussed in the intro, but still, this looks pretty cool. And for the blue, it's the exact same as the other one, but this time using lapis lazuli as the material instead of netherite ingots. Now, off to the side of these 2 main ones, we have some other variations that I was trying out. They're not as good as these, I'd say, but if you want to try these ones out, there is the Vex armor trim, the Silence armor trim, Rib armor trim, Ward armor trim. That's actually the same as that one, but that's leather instead of gold. This one is the Vex armor trim, the Razor armor trim, the Rib armor trim, and the Ward armor trim. And this one uses the Vex armor trim, the Rib armor trim, the Rib armor trim, and the Ward armor trim. And on this side, it's the exact same, but again, uses netherite ingots, and instead of blue leather boots, it uses netherite boots. Now, that was the largest selection of armors that I have to show today, so the other ones shouldn't take nearly as long to go through all the materials, but we're on to number 2, which is, fittingly, Deadpool. So Deadpool here, I don't think it looks as good as the Wolverine armor trims, but it still looks pretty cool. So what we have here in the middle, it's all red leather armor. And for the helmet, the Vex armor trim. For the chest plate, the Silence armor trim. For the leggings, the Snout armor trim. And for the boots, the Host armor trim. Now, we have nether quartz here for the helmet, but for the rest of it, I use netherite ingots as a nice little black accent. And on the sides, it's very similar. I just changed up the leggings. That is the Ward armor trim, and this is the Sentry armor trim. And once again, we will be taking this off and putting it on. And yeah, I don't think it looks as good as the Wolverine armor trim, but this is still pretty cool for what you can do in Minecraft. On to the next one. Up next, we have number 3, and this one is Captain America. Now, this one, again, it's not on par with Wolverine, I don't think, but for what's available in the game, I think I did a pretty good job of finding something that looks a lot like him. You got like the feather on the cap. This is supposed to be a star. It's a 4-pointed star, I guess. Down here, you got some of the lines, you know. Then you got the shiny leather boots here, which look really snazzy. Doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look too bad. Now I'll show off the recipe, which is a blue leather cap, a blue leather tunic, a blue leather pants, and red leather boots. On the helmet, Snout armor trim. On the chest plate, Sentry armor trim. On the leggings, Snout armor trim. And on the boots, Tide armor trim. For the helmet and chest plate, there is nether quartz. And for the leggings and boots, there is redstone dust. And the same goes for over here, except the blue armor is swapped out for light blue armor. Okay, the next up is Iron Man. Now, this guy is one of my favorite superheroes, at least in the MCU. And I got a pretty nice selection of armors here that I can go over. It's all red leather armor. I do think I prefer this one, actually. This one's my favorite. I'll put this on to show it off. Yeah, look at that. That looks pretty cool. So the differences between these are the leggings, the chest plate, and the boots. Over here, it uses the eye armor trim on the boots. Over here, it uses the Dune armor trim on the chest plate. Personally, I prefer the triangular arc reactor in the center. but you know, to each his own. I included this here for people who would prefer to use that one. All right, now let me go over the recipes. So this is all red leather armor, the eye trim on top, the wild trim, the tide trim, and the silence trim. 2 diamonds, 2 gold. This one uses the eye trim, the wild armor trim, the silence armor trim, and the silence armor trim. This uses the eye armor trim, the wild armor trim, the silence armor trim, and the eye armor trim. And here we have the eye armor trim, the dune armor trim, the silence armor trim, and the eye armor trim. So yes, one of my favorite heroes, and I think these armors really came out well, if I do say so myself. Moving on. Next up, Spider-Man. Woo! Now this is my second favorite hero, so I wanted to do him justice in game. Let me just put this on. I can't wait. I can't wait to put this stuff on. Oh, that looks so good. Wow. Okay, so for this one, you use all red leather armor. It has the Vex armor trim for the helmet, the silence armor trim for the chest plate, the silence armor trim again for the leggings, and the tide armor trim for the boots. And for the head, it uses nether quartz and lapis lazuli for the rest. And I think this looks absolutely awesome. Looking at it, it even has like the little spider on the back, sort of looks like that. Oh man, I think this one came out great. Just a really cool suit. But a Spider-Man armor trim wouldn't be complete without Venom. What is wrong with me? Yes, so in addition to the Spider-Man armor trim set, we have Venom here. So the Venom suit uses a black leather cap, an iron chest plate, a black leather pants, and black leather boots. Now for the cap, you use the Vex armor trim with nether quartz. For the chest plate, you use the silence armor trim with netherite ingot. For the leggings, you use a silence armor trim again with a netherite ingot again. And for the boots, you use silence armor trim with a netherite ingot. And this thing, I think it looks really cool. I don't know if I'd prefer it to the Spider-Man one just because I love Spider-Man so much, but this one is, I don't know. It looks awesome. I'm geeking out over armors I made in Minecraft. Alrighty, and next up we have Black Panther. This one was pretty easy since I had already done the Venom one. I have a selection of suits to choose from though. This one actually uses netherite instead of black leather armor. So it actually does have protection, which, you know, it's fitting for Black Panther because he has like a vibranium suit. Yeah, and if you don't want to use something that's actually useful, I have this one here, which also pretty cool. Doesn't actually really look like Black Panther. And then here, this one actually sort of does because it has the white eyes, which I thought would look pretty nice. You know, like in the comics, I believe he has white eyes. So it's pretty cool. And for the armor on the left, you have black leather armor all across the top. It is all silence armor trims and all netherite ingots. Similarly, for the middle one, it's all netherite, all silence armor trims, and all netherite ingots. And over here, again, very similar, all black leather armor, 3 silence armor trims, and 1 eye armor trim using netherite quartz, and the rest is netherite ingots. So yeah, that's Black Panther. Now over here, we have the Hulk! Whoa, this is such a cool armor! Whoa, it didn't take me 2 seconds in a crafting table. 9th up on the list, we have the Flash, my favorite superhero. I'm very happy with how this one came out. So obviously there's no like lightning bolt logo in the center. You can't really do that. Yeah, I'm very happy with how this turned out. It is all red leather armor with the snout armor trim, the razor armor trim, the tide armor trim, and the tide armor trim yet again, all using gold ingots as the materials. Yeah, I think this came out really well. Woo! The Flash. Okay, and next up on the DC portion of this gallery, we have Wonder Woman. Now, this one was pretty difficult, and I'm not sure this is the best combination of materials and armor trims that I could have used, but I think I did my best. Let's put it on. So yeah, I tried to get the tiara on, and I figured I'd use a black leather helmet for the hair. Doesn't look great, I don't think, but it's the best I could do. So for crafting ingredients, you have the black leather cap, the red leather tunic, the blue leather pants, and the red leather boots. That is using a Shaper armor trim, a Wayfinder armor trim, a Dune armor trim, and a Coast armor trim. And for the top, you have gold ingots, and for the bottom, you have nether quartz. All things considered, I think I did a pretty good job with this armor here. Now, second to last up, Batman. Hell yeah, I think he looks awesome. So the main difference between these two are the chest plates, which is probably the most obvious difference at a glance, and the leggings here, which this is black leather leggings, I believe, and this is gray leather leggings. For the one on the left, you have the black leather cap, the black leather tunic, the black leather pants, and the black leather boots, and the helmet uses the eye armor trim with nether quartz, the chest plate uses the wayfinder armor trim with nether ingot, the leggings use the silence armor trim with a nether ingot, and the boots use silence armor trim with a netherite ingot. Over on the right side, this one uses a black leather cap, a black leather tunic, a gray leather pants, and black leather boots. The helmet uses an eye armor trim, again with nether quartz. Chestplate uses wayfinder armor trim with a gold ingot, and the pants and boots use silence armor trims with netherite ingots. I'm very happy with how this came out. I'm sure there is some combination that could make it look better, but I don't know. I think this is pretty good. Tell me what you think in the comments. And last but not least, we have the Man of Steel, Superman.
Your Highness, I'm sure it's not that noticeable.
Yeah, this isn't my best work. Probably shouldn't have put it at the end, but too late now. No, but yeah, it's, you know, it's got the red leather boots, like Captain America did. And I tried to get, like, the hope symbol here. I tried to do that as best as I could. I considered making it yellow, but, no, didn't look right. Of course, you can't have a cape. Actually, hold on. Ah, there. Yeah, sorta. You sorta have a cape now. Let's just get the barrier away. Go, shoo. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's sort of like a cape. Sorta. Yeah, but, not the best one to end off on, I don't think. But if you're a fan of Superman, I think this combination of armor trims is, well worth your time. Now, for the recipe, you have red leather boots, blue leather pants, blue leather tunic, a tied armor trim on the boots, a wild armor trim on the pants, a wild armor trim on the leather tunic, and redstone dust for all three of these as the material, and alright, so if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to hit like and subscribe, and tell me in the comments if you have any ideas for armor trims in the future, and if you think that there's any armor trims I could have used to make these heroes look a little bit better, because I'm sure there's something I missed, which, you know, there's always room for improvement. But anyways, guys, have a great day, and I'll catch you later. See ya!